y'all doing and welcome. I am Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining the player. Subscribe. Please remember, go around to the WillieWilliamsShow.com. Y'all check out a few things. Subscribe to the website. If you would like to support a player around here, you can get something for you and them little ugly babies by clicking the Get link on the website. If you'd like to see what we call the event video, please go around to the Patreon, the Willie Williams Show. The link's down there in the description. I need you liking, sharing, telling somebody about a player. We try to get the thumbs up over 500 in every show so we can do something to the algorithm. Listen, we got a PayPal link down in the description. We got $sign, top and bottom. Willie Williams Show, that is the cash app. And if you just so happen to hit that super chat, please don't go over $5 because the player don't know if he getting it or not. They say I get 30, they say that they get 70. God damn it, I think they getting a whole 100. Remember, the midday news show, if you can't watch it with your eyes and you can't use your peripherals and see a player, big word, I hear any goddamn screen. We do got a thing called a podcast on Anchor and Spotify, the Willie Williams Show. Please follow me on IG and Twitter at the WW Show. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. What's happening and welcome. Thank y'all for joining this pimping around here in these doggone street. How's y'all living? What's good? What's good out here? Is y'all having a wonderful day? Is y'all Tuesday doing good? Ooh, what? I gotta buy me some of that type of stuff right there, but I don't even know. But look. How y'all doing? I'm Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining me. This is the Willie Williams Show. This is the midday news show. For this wonderful Tuesday, you say trash talking Tuesday. The DFW is around here. What's happening? Thank y'all for joining the player, man. Y'all subscribe, share. Let people know where you at. Let people know what you is doing and what you is watching. Do not be hiding me. Don't be selfish. Tell somebody else what you is doing and let them come on around here. They may like it. They may not like it. I don't even know. But damn it, at least they'll know. I messed all that right there. But listen, look. We screaming live on twitch.tv.com, the Willie Williams Show. I need your support. We have 220 followers. We're trying to get up to 225 by the week's end. Need your support. You say you just shared going to watch on X. I appreciate that right there. We also screaming live on x.com. That's twitter.com, the Willie Williams Show. Bam. Thank y'all. We're trying to get our numbers up over there. I heard that they paying over there. I have no idea, but hell, I guess we got to climb. We got to build. We got to do all the fly stuff right there, and maybe we can throw up some topics that they may much be proud of, and things that they may want to see or come on around here and have a conversation about, and that'd be good too. That'd be cute if they come on around here and build up over there on Twitter. But you never know. Shout out one more again to all the veterans. This is like y'all money out here in these streets. You had to sign up for some, and then you had them retire. A lot of people retired, but a lot of people didn't make it to retirement. A lot of people left Earth. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to all the veterans and all of the people who came home from wars and all that fly stuff. A lot of people came home fine. They came home okay. But there's a lot of people came home that was not okay, and they're working through the trials and tribulations that they endured over in the wars and stuff like that right there. Shout out to Mr. Gino for the $5 cash app, cause you is a double O player. I appreciate that right there. Show enough do. Come on in. Come on, y'all. Come on. You say yes, do not forget about the veterans' wives. Yeah. Shout out to the veteran wives, and I am a Marine wife. That's what's up. Shout out to the wives. Watch it. Shout out to the wives. Now shout out to the husbands too, who held their veterans down. That's what's up. Shout out to the people who supported y'all for being at home with that little home life and all that fly stuff right there. Give y'all such a pat on the back. Y'all made it over 100 by 08 after the hour. Thank you. Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all you good people out here in these streets. Man, listen. Woo! Saw a few things. We will continue to talk about this. We will continue to talk about this one thing. Well, we're going to talk about like a lot of stuff, but like this one thing we have to keep pointing out every time Every time it come across my desk, I will have to continue to point it out and hopefully be able to change lives with the words that come out of my mouth. I'm trying to help. I'm really trying to help. Oh, before we do that right there, y'all please remember to go around to Pleasant Candles. PleasantCandles.com is the hugest, largest, the biggest, the gigantiest. Is that even a word? The gigantic is one of them right there. Candle companies on the planet out here. If you like your area to smell better than it does right now, y'all just going on around there to pleasantcandles.com. We can get it out to y'all by tomorrow. Trying to tell you. Shout out to Jermaine for the $1 cash app. I appreciate that right there. I hope that you're feeling well. Hope that you're doing good out here. Shout out to Miss Shirley. Hope that you having a good day also. Today is the 19th. Today is the 19th. There's the 19th. We got some more sad news. We got some more sad news, some more bad news. Some more bad and sad news out here all at the same time. Told y'all get your money up. Told y'all be careful how you spend your money. Told y'all you need a hustle. Told y'all everybody can't be a business owner. Everybody can be a hustler. Everybody can sell some shit on the side outside of their job. Everybody, well, what? Maybe not everybody. Well, no. Yeah. Everybody got something that they can sell. That's I just thought about it. I just ran the numbers real quick. That shit happened like I was an AI. Everybody got something to sell. Everybody got something to sell. Yeah. Let me put up on the screen for you real quick. We got another round of layoffs. Man. We got 300 that's finna be laid off. 300 that's finna be laid off from FedEx.
And another Mid-South employer laying off workers, FedEx, laying off hundreds this time around, but the company says it's a small number.
I guess it's a small percentage of their 30,000 employees here in the Mid-South, but Fox 13 Sheila O'Connor joining us live from East Memphis. We've gotten some numbers, and it is a pretty good-sized number when it's affecting lives.
They say 300 petty. 300 ain't really bad right now, but damn it, these 300 people who would now be out of work. I don't care if it was 10 people that done got fired. Goddamn, it's a problem.
What are you hearing on this?
Multiple sources have told Fox 13 that FedEx is laying off about 300 employees. Of course, that announcement just coming down yesterday. Now, what positions exactly are being cut, that hasn't been announced, so that's what Fox 13 is working to get. But multiple sources, again, have told us that 300 people are losing their jobs. FedEx, one of the largest, if not the largest employer in the Mid-South, announcing those layoffs yesterday. Now, when the company announced the layoffs, they said they were laying off a small number of positions as the company, quote, streamline and realigns functions. Now, of course, layoffs with a billion-dollar company, they're not uncommon. Back in March, the company announced layoffs, another 300 employees laid off during that announcement. Then in June, the company announced up to 2,000 layoffs in Europe as part of the company's cost-cutting efforts. Now,
you say 300 with 3 to 4 family members will have to adjust. Facts.
For this latest
I'm going to say something right after that. I just
round of layoffs. In a statement to Fox 13, FedEx says, quote, decisions of this nature are never made lightly and the result of much thought and consideration for the needs of our business. We are actively working with those affected by these changes to ensure they have the support they need during this transition. Now, of course, FedEx isn't the only Mid-South company that's laying off hundreds of people. Coming up in the next 30 minutes, I'm going to break down some new information we have about the layoffs happening at International Paper.
Yeah.
Did y'all just hear that too? International Papers is supposed to be laying off some people, but I gotta wait till they give us the information on that right there so I can relay it to you good people.
It's tough to get news of layoffs this time of year, any time of year, but especially this time of year. Thanks, Sheila. And look, last April, FedEx announced that its 20-year contract with the U.S. Postal Service was coming to an end this fall, so that's over now. FedEx lost that contract to rival UPS. And according to Reuters, the Postal Service brought in $2 billion worth of business to FedEx. Of course, the company has a $90 billion annual revenue. FedEx leaders had said at the time the contract was not all that profitable, but can't help but wonder if that's part of the reason behind some of the layoffs.
So they lost contracts. Their contracts had done ended and UPS had done picked it up here. That's why them boys out there, them boys and girls out there supposed to be making over 100 stacks now. Shout out to all the UPS drivers. Shout out to all the FedEx workers too, man. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all make the world go round. Without the delivery service and the transport industry, without logistics, we'll be back in the Stone Age. We'll be back in the Stone Age if we did not have delivery services and all that fly stuff right there. Because so without you good people, it'll be real bad. You say, Willie, food for thought. You say, should we blame the indigenous people for slavery? They fed the pilgrims who later became slave masters in this country, right or wrong? Ooh. They did feed the pilgrims. You got a point with that right there. Sure enough, got a point. Ooh. I say that I had something to say right after that little FedEx, little pet ad, the 300 jobs gone. I've also been hearing for like the longest, people have been making this argument that men is supposed to be protectors and providers and stuff like that right there. And I have recently been hearing a few men say, well, damn it, if a man can't pay all the goddamn bills, then ladies, y'all shouldn't be dealing with them. And I just want to tell y'all players, y'all can't have them all. listen, y'all can't have them all. We got bitches who need guidance. But listen, even if you find a player who can pay it all, that don't mean that you sit on your ass. See, I don't think that a lot of these players and a lot of women that say, if he can't pay everything and I'm not doing no 50-50 and I'm not doing no 75-25 and all that other dumb shit, they never point out, well, okay, if he paying 100%, well, what is you doing? A few of them have said, well, his money is our money and my money is my money. And I just want to tell y'all, y'all is actually women men shouldn't even be with. If you have that concept of his money is y'all money, your money is your money, you should not be in a family structure. Huh? Shout out to Phyllis for the $1 cash out. Say late, but I'm here, Miss Shirley. Love you back. I appreciate that right there. Shout out to Miss Shirley out here. Also, yeah, that's, I don't know why I said also when you just said it. That's what's up. He said I'm starting some. No. Listen, because we grew up with that saying too. His money is our money, but my money is my money. Those failures in my mind. Damn it. In my eyes, you is a failure and you need to be passed around like the whores that you are in my mind. I'm explaining something to you good people. Because a good woman, our money is our money. If we as a family, we as a unit, we as a team. See, you cannot be a team. You cannot be as this little one. You cannot be together. You cannot be a family unit and a business structure if y'all money ain't y'all money. And then for the most part, hell, the most of the people that I have heard say this, those women are these things called believers in God Almighty. And that's another way that you could tell that they are liars. You cannot be a believer if you believe that what's yours is yours, but what's his is y'all's. You have women who make the argument of, I refuse to go 50-50. If he can't do 100%, didn't it? Again, these are women that you should just be passing around. First of all, you should not be in a relationship with anybody who y'all both not giving 100%. Right? Damn it, I just saw it. You say, I believe in a 200% relationship. Yes. If y'all both not giving 100, like y'all be saying, we got to be equally yoked. Well, if you not equally yoked, then that ain't how it's supposed. That don't make sense for what we have been told and what has been pushed in society. And then I want y'all to really, really understand these smart females. They say that I ain't with the 50-50 thing and this and this. If he can't do 100%, then it ain't nothing. I want y'all to understand this. If it ain't 100%, then you won't be with that man. Right now, you paying 100% if you're single. Let me tell you how you educated, but you're stupid. For those of you who say this, and those of you who is educated. Maybe you wasn't good in math. Maybe you passed with a C. Well, maybe you passed with like a C- or something like that, but you just hadn't made it through. You know what I'm saying? If I have a $5,000 bill, every month I'm paying this $5,000 bill. I wouldn't take somebody who, let's say, who can do 20%, who can do 30%, 50%, 75%. So I wouldn't take none of these people. I would only take the one who is 100%. That is unintelligent. So for the women who say that right there, you is unintelligent. For the men who be backing that shit up, you is unintelligent. The math ain't mathing. Yes, right? People just be talking. I'm trying to tell you something. So y'all chicks around here paying 100%, and if a man will not pay 100%, then you won't deal with him, but let's say he able to do 40, 50%. You still won't rock with him. Let's say your bill is $5,000. You won't take a dude who can pay $2,500. Y'all so slow. I don't understand. So you was giving away $5,000. If you get with a man who can do half, you can save $2,500, and you will not save $2,500. These is not the women who is created for long-term relationships, players. I want y'all to understand the mindset, the thought processes. Shout out to Michael for being a member for 29 months. He say another way of pimping. He say foolery at its finest. Say no self-accountability. Trying to tell you something. I'm just saying. Just think about it. He said if the Bible says that the man is the head, how can we be equally yoked? But contradiction. I like it, but big contradiction. Like most of that book. They have not read it yet. Facts. Facts. I just want y'all to just be I probably coined the phrase, we just be talking. We just be saying shit. Well, people just be talking. Now, the reason that I just brought this here up, and the reason why when we was watching the FedEx thing, that it just dawned on me, damn, I got something to say. Watch this. If you is with a player, ladies, let me explain something to you. Other than your monkey, a lot of y'all really ain't got nothing to offer. But let's say your man is paying all the bills. What is you doing, and what will you do if he falls short of glory? What will you do when he loses his job? Will you pick up the slack, or will you move to another man? Or watch it. Some women, I just want y'all to really think about this dumb shit right here. Watch it. We have some women who will leave the man who was paying 100% of everything because he lost his job. she would leave him to become single to find another man. So you would leave somebody who was paying 100% so you can be single to pay 100% until you can shop around and find a new man who can pay 100%. Instead of staying where you at with the man who pays 100%, pick up the slack until he's able to get back on his feet to continue to pay the 100%. This is crazy. They say it could never be 200% if they are believers. That will contradict their God. Oh, this can't be possible. Talk about it from a religious standpoint. You got a point right there. Yeah. He said, if I'm paying for everything, you better be giving up everything. And I mean everything. He said nostrils, neck rolls, and all Lord. That's what's up. Listen. Everybody talk about what a man should do. Ain't nobody talking about what the women should do. Well, I'm not going to say ain't nobody talking about it, but that is not at like the forefront of if a man is protecting and providing. Well, what is she supposed to be doing? Which I hate that little dumbass thing. Well, she's supposed to be nurturing. What does that do for the family? What does nurturing? To nurture, care for, and encourage the growth or development of. All right, so nurturing is needed. How many of you good people believe that these women are nurturers? Care for and encourage the growth or development of. I can tell you now that there's a small amount of women who is nurturers because the one place that we can look at this is in their children. Their children is failures. Their children is failures. Meaning that somewhere down the line they stop being nurturers. Hell, their own life is failing. You can't nurture your damn self. How's you nurturing somebody else anyway? So, money is everything. And ladies, I want y'all to understand, because a lot of y'all do have these good men, these good hard-working men, and these men do cover everything. What is you doing in the background? Is you making money? What is you doing with the funds? Is you participating in the growth of your families? Is that what you're doing? Or is you just spending up every goddamn thing and your money is your money? Just pointed out to you because your man can lose a job. Remember that. Remember that. Moving right along. I ain't gonna even much hold you. I had to throw that little piece there out because I've been seeing just a lot of stuff. And there's a video that I want to do to where a father is talking to his daughter and telling his daughter what type of men to get. He make a good point, but as most human beings, they don't think how I think. So it's just some truths that he's not saying to his daughter, and or he may not believe that can and will happen with his daughter. A lot of things, a lot of fathers just don't believe can and will happen a lot of times when it comes down to their daughters. Basically, y'all daughters have a real high potential of being whores and losers and shit. So, I may do that video in a few days. I don't know. I'm just thinking about it. Move right along. I ain't gonna eat much of you. I think a lot of us has failed, and a lot of us is failures, but we don't know it because we only think one way. Again, following other people's morals and not looking at life for really, really what it is, and not looking at human beings for what they are or what we are. So just in my mind, we have failed and we are failures, but it can change. It can change if you start to recognize humans as humans. And in case you don't know what I mean by humans as humans, you should always, and I mean always, trust humans to be humans, meaning humans is capable of anything and everything. All humans. You too. I'm just trying to tell you something. You is a human. Yeah. You, your kids and all that. Well, not my baby. Your baby too. I'm trying to tell you something. Shout out to Dun for the $2 super chat. Say read Proverbs 31 for you lazy women who don't work. I gotta write that down now. Proverbs 30. That what's wrong with my pen? Proverbs 31. Bam. Y'all, let's go ahead on and move on to a little something. We got a little domestic love. We got some domestic love out here in these doggone street. Listen, if y'all just not coming on in, we also streaming live on twitch.tv.com, The Willie Williams Show. And we also on X.com, The Willie Williams Show. Appreciate y'all for that right there. Let's get this here on in. You say, Willie, you the first man I came across to call a woman a loser. It's so many of these little loser bitches. Now, listen. I have dealt with loser bitches. I have dealt with loser women. That's how I know that they be losers. I see the loser in women every day. You know, the same that you can see like in a man. But we don't call women losers. And they losers out here, man. They losers. Go to any upscale communities and you'll see a whole bunch of losers. Women losers. Well, listen, we have a disturbing discovery in Hollandale Beach. A man has been arrested after his pregnant mama. A pregnant mother was found dead. Murder in her home. Here we go.
Family. Laura, thank you so much. Meanwhile, a man is now behind bars charged with the killing of the mother of his children.
He don't look like a killer, though. He don't look like a killer, but he looks serious.
Killing of the mother of his children, who police say was also 5 months pregnant.
Investigators say Victor Chavez Sr. confessed to killing the 41-year-old's victim inside their Hollandale Beach.
She was 5 months pregnant at 41? Yeah. Ooh, boy, that motor still. Go ahead.
Home on Tuesday. NBC6's Kim Nguyen is live there now with the details. Kim.
Yeah, well, of course, family members are devastated by what happened. Police say that the children's daycare called them when nobody came to pick up the kids on Tuesday. Police came to the house that you see behind me and found the victim's body inside. They also found the suspect, who they say tried to commit suicide.
Boom, 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 boom. It must have been 6 or 8.
That was the sound Ann Foss says she heard Tuesday, right before police made a gruesome discovery inside this home on Southwest 7th Avenue in Hollandale Beach.
I heard a lot of loud bangs, like somebody was banging on a door with something.
Investigators found the body of 41-year-old Delfina Perez Chile, who was 5 months pregnant. She had severe injuries and was pronounced dead at the scene. Investigators say the father of her children, Victor Chavez Sr., who confessed to killing her, was also inside, unconscious, after attempting suicide.
Oh, you attempted to die and you didn't? You need to get forever in jail.
Based on the nature of the offense, the court will not set bond.
Chavez appeared in bond court Sunday, where he was charged with second-degree murder. The couple had 2 children, and police say the daycare called them after the parents didn't pick them up.
Hold on, whoa. You attempted to remove yourself from earth and you standing up in court? He ain't really try that hard, then. Cause let me. In my mind, if he had done, let's say, popped his baby mama, he popped her, and then he attempted to kill himself, he ain't shoot himself in the face? Like in the head and nothing like that right now? He shot himself in the arm. He shot himself in the thigh. He shot himself in that thigh muscle.
Murder. The couple had 2 children, and police say the daycare called them after the parents didn't pick them up. Family members told police about the couple's history of domestic violence, and when investigators stopped by the home, found the 2 inside.
He said a history of that domestic love, and she's 5 months pregnant. But they have a history of domestic love. That means she loved that man.
This neighbor says she knew the couple had a troubled relationship. It looks like he already killed her. We were all waiting. We knew this could happen at any moment. You could tell they were not a normal family.
Say it looked like he already killed her. So she was walking around dead. That baby walking around dead. Bitch, you already dead. He already killed you.
We were all waiting. We knew this could happen at any moment. You could tell they were not a normal family. Meanwhile, the victim's family has created this GoFundMe page to help send her body to Guatemala.
Okay. Yeah, no insurance.
And the suspect is in Broward jail being held with no bond. Court records show that he had been arrested 3 times between 2014 and 2017 for domestic violence, but each case was dismissed. For now, we are reporting live in Hollandale Beach. Kim Nguyen, NBC6 News.
Each case was dismissed, so she probably was just calling in and said, he had that hit me, but they ain't had like no proof. And so they had to go ahead on and just drop it. You know how these babies be. He put his hands on me. I want y'all to lock him up. She just need a break, and then she is one of those who will go around there and get her man on up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Let him go. Let my man on up out of there. Why y'all got him locked up anyway? Because a lot of times they do be forgetting that you was like the one who had done called us, sugar. You know what I'm saying? Like you call us to come on around there and pick him up. I just wanted him to calm down. Shout out to all you babies who call the police on y'all man and then go bun y'all man out. That's real love out here. They said to go fund me. Bitch, she needs when somebody needs 20 stacks. They got 54.57, 32% till they go. I can't pronounce none of that right there, but we're going to try. Ayudin Aleval al Delfina. Because the Ayudin or Ayudin Elevor. So Al-Yudin, Al-Levor, Al-Defina. Al-Casa or Al-Casa helped take Defina home. Who wrote that? Al-Yudin means help them? Oh, wow. We learned it. So Al-Yudin means help. Help to deliver Defina to home, Guatemala. Oh, all right. Okay, so Ayudin is help. Ayudin, I gotta write that down. Ayudin equals help. Got it. Bam. Ayudin help or help them or to help. All right, got that right there. Let's see if they got a shout, but y'all would need that. Oh hell no, we can't do the elongated paragraph. We got just a little bit though. Thank you for stopping and taking the time to help our efforts to take my sister Defina Perez Chile in 1980. She born in 83? Gone in 24 to her final resting place in Guatemala. You say my sister was an amazing mother, daughter, sister, wife, and friend. She was part of our lives for a little over 41 years, and already we feel lost without her and the smile she had for everyone that met her. I am left to raise her 2 beautiful children along with mine now. Their lives will not be easy. They are true victims of this tragedy. You say, I pray that we as a family are enough and that we do right by them. Tragically, she was a victim of domestic abuse, and now she is no longer with us. Our niece and nephew have lost both their parents in the blink of an eye. We are beside ourselves We are beside ourselves trying to understand so many unanswered questions as the case is under investigation. My parents await in agony for the return home of their firstborn. The travel costs of her body are beyond our reach. Any help you can offer is one step closer to home for Lily. We are left with memories, feeling of despair and uncertainty along. Well, again, thank you for helping us bring my sister home. Damn, shoulders. Damn. So if y'all would like to help out the family, y'all go around them to GoFundMe and type in Ayudin. I think I got that right there. We hold on. Now why is that so bad, Duck? I got to refresh that. Oh, all right. Yeah. So if y'all want to go help out the family, go to GoFundMe Ayudin, and it should go ahead on and pull up right there. Now, what state was they in? Was that in Florida? Oh, that was in Hollandale. So Florida. All right, hold on. I just had a thought. Let's see. Florida to Guatemala. Guatemala flights. What do we have here? Florida to Guatemala. Flights to Guatemala. She said inside of the GoFundMe that we ain't got it like that right there to send our loved one back round to Guatemala. He say, so from Miami, it's $408. From Orlando, it's $331. From Daytona Beach, it's a stack. So let's say from Hollandale, I think I pronounced it there, or spelled that there right. Hollandale Beach to Guatemala flights. It's a 408. It's still like a little 408 thing. Well, Hollandale to Guatemala. Yeah. So it's like the highest is like 1,100, but from Florida, like, all right. Y'all ain't have $500. Got to be more careful. Say no travel insurance or life insurance. She was broke with 2 churn, and everyone knew something but didn't help. Now won't help with money. Not happening. That's what's up. Bam! We come down hard on these sisters out here in these doggone streets. Shout out to T. Lee for the $5 super chat. They say they all have the answers, but still want strangers to help clean the babies. This baby's decision. There it is. Oh. Well, let me help out you people too. Watch this. For all of y'all who have family members who is in domestic love relationships, get some insurance on your kinfolk. Get some insurance on your kinfolk just as a backup plan, because they might got kids and stuff like that right now. You know what I'm saying? And you might be the one who either have to and or decide to take on your kinfolk churn. Which that is a difficult thing. And a lot of people, listen, a lot of us, we just be around here talking because if my kinfolk die, now I'm going to get their kids and shit like that right there. It be sounding good, huh? Until your kinfolk die. You will not volunteer to take your siblings' churn. You'll wait to see what everybody else going to do. You will wait to see what people say at the after party. While we all round as family and stuff, we cooking and stuff, we got the potlucks and all that fly stuff right there, and we'll see like if an auntie gonna say something, or if like your mama gonna say, well, I'm gonna keep the kids and y'all ain't gotta worry about it. You know what I'm saying? We'll lay around and just wait. We'll just wait now. Now if nobody don't say nothing, then we'll be like, well, who gonna keep? Well, you know, I ain't got that much space in my apartment. We be loving our family, but we will make all the excuses in the world. Child, you know, I already got 4 kids. I already got 4 kids in the 2-bedroom. I can't take no more children in. I would love to take them in, but I just ain't got the room. I just ain't got the space. I'm trying to tell y'all something I've heard people argue about. He said, I would never take my sibling insurance, and they know not to ask me. That's what's up. He said, I'm not going to the after party. Don't even much show up, because then people going to ask you, do you have any room at your house? And don't mess around and have like a nice home and stuff to where like you have room and stuff like that right there. Because then other people in the family is going to be trying to push the children on you, because you got this little nice ass house and you was living good, and you probably got a nice size acres and land and stuff like that, and they may everybody be trying to push the churn on you. You should be able to take them because like you got money and stuff like that. Don't nobody want a little bad ass churn? And said, I would. Said, I would. Will the kids get survivor's insurance? Listen, now, if y'all want some food stamps, something like that right there, you can get some stamps, and I do believe that you can apply for, like, Section 8 or something like that, get children some Medicaid or something. Just don't adopt them. Hell, no. Because that cuts your money down. Don't do. I know, but Willie, it's supposed to be my family. Don't cut your money down. Don't be no damn fool. Get out your damn emotions and think about it from a financial perspective. Let them people pay for them people. Let your taxpayers, neighbors, pay for your kinfolk. He say they got some foster cares with acreage too. That's what's up. That's what's up. A lot of people will argue, well, you don't let your kinfolk go to foster care. Them same people who be arguing that shit either don't have the funds, the space, they don't have a good life, and they not willing to take in the damn churn. Shout out to Dana Dang for becoming a member out here in these doggone street. I appreciate that right there. Shout out to T. Lee for the $2 super chat. He say transporting remaining has extra fees attached. Wait, transporting remaining has extra fees attached. Oh, all right, bam. So transporting like a body, they have to add on just a little bit. All right, cool. So out of like Miami and Orlando is around 400, 300, 400. If a bitch ain't got $1,000 to ship their kinfolk, what is we doing? Do y'all understand how a lot of people in y'all families is failures? A lot of people in the families is failures. You ain't got $1,000? You ain't got $2,000? You ain't got $5,000? You're a failure. Now listen, if you in your teens and your early 20s and you ain't got 5 stacks saved, got it. Understood. Cause you just not really getting out here and you blowing money, you all that fly stuff. Y'all bitch be in y'all 30s, 40s, and 50s, bitch, you ain't got $1,000? I don't even like to talk to people like, cause I'm damn near 50. So if you was like in my age and your ass ain't got $1,000, like if shit go wrong, you ain't got a stack. What is we doing? No, and listen, and a lot of y'all be taking advice from people who ain't got $1,000. A lot of y'all be taking advice from people who don't have $500. Shout out to Jay for the $2 super chat. He say, Willie, they live in shanty town. Say, no money, player. That's what's up. I'm just thinking about this. He say, I visit my grandchildren 4 days last week. 6, 3, and 4 months. My entire body is sore. Say, I ain't taking nobody churn. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I like other people churn. Oh, I love me some other people churn. Why? Because you can get them churn back. You can get the children back. If y'all don't come around here and get y'all little ugly ass shit, get the hell on from around here. You can deny access to your home to children when they're not yours, right? He said, my extra money is for drugs. That's what I'm talking about. You bet not to damn it, if anything interferes with your essential product, you got to get that, or anything from around you. You're destroying your goddamn life. Listen. I have this one saying: you do what you want to do with your money. I do what I want to do with my money. Damn, I might want to put all my money on that dope. I got the right though. Got the right to do that. He said, Willie, dead bodies just can't ride on any plane anytime. Anytime there's a buttload of regulation. You right about that right there, because like you have to put like the casket on the plane, and then there's certain planes that they have to be able to fly on. You right. So all right. So let's just add like another 1,000. Well, hell, let me ask my Google overview or overseer. Let me ask, how much does it cost to ship a body on a plane? All right. The fee for forwarding remains to another funeral home usually range from $1,000 to $3,000. The fee for receiving remains from another funeral home to funeral home usually is $800 to $2,500. You will have to see, but that's no. Well, yeah, it had to go from funeral home to funeral, but I'm talking about like on the plane. Or I'm talking like I'm asking the. Oh Jesus. Oh, all right. The cost to ship cremated remains. Oh, that's international. Will be $300, while the cost to ship a person's body can be $10,000 to $20,000. Oh, says the international insurance. You say it's important to note that all costs are the responsibility of the family. Oh, so that's that's international. Oh, so Guatemala would be international. Oh, all right. Bang, hold on. How much do it cost to ship a body from Florida to Guatemala? Or maybe I need to stop saying body and say ship remains. Maybe I ship remains. Let's see what I get here. See what we're looking at. This is my AI generator or my AI overview. So, yeah. So, hell, the cost is the $10,000 to $20,000. Damn. So no wonder that they asking for 20. So they probably charging them 10, so they can just keep the other 10. I don't blame them. I ain't even know what. Hey, shit. We might have to cremate her. We got 300. We might got the cremated loved ones to get it shipped internationally, right? Shout out to Jay for the $2 super chat. They say they better bury that mention in the U.S. and call it a day. Listen, I got a point right there. Cause listen, she is leaving. They is leaving back 2 children that y'all got to raise. Y'all could raise these $20,000 and bury her in Florida, or cremate her, ship her overseas for $300. And if you really want to get slick with it, you could cremate her and do not and don't pay a separate $300 to ship the remains, because all you have to do is go to Guatemala and take the remains back to your mama then for the plane flight that you would need to get to Guatemala. I'm trying to help. Shipping a casket, depending on the distance and the preparation requires and whether it's domestic or international, can cost anywhere between $1,000 and $20,000. Boy, we is learning. I told y'all this is a learning platform. This is the learning spot. We gonna learn some stuff. Cause I was just like, shit, the plane flights ain't number like $300-400, and one from Daytona Beach was like $1,100. And then I was just educated. Well, Willie, it costs different to ship bodies and remains and stuff like that. So I had to go in and dig in and look at all the information that we had came up with. So if y'all lose your loved ones, just know that you're gonna need 20. At least 20. You're gonna need at least 20. Yeah. Shout out to Tammy for the $5 cash app. Say my extra money is for my big bro Willie Williams. I appreciate that right there. Don't get to them churn. For real. Mm-hmm. He said put her on the Trump deport list and she can be deported for free. That's what's up. Look at y'all. Let's go on and get into some. Man, boy, that water be good. I need to keep me like a case of water. Because I be trying to save water when I could be just drinking a whole bunch of water. Oh, that'll probably make me pee. You said that you just joined Twitch. I appreciate that right there. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all, in case y'all just not coming on in, we also streaming live on twitch.tv.com, The Willie Williams Show. And we streaming live on x.com, The Willie Williams Show. Whoo! Let's go ahead on and talk about naked Dr. Dave out here in these streets. We got a naked one. Oh, we got a naked one. We have a doctor who is accused of performing sexual acts in front of his co-workers and skeeting. I'm going to say it. And skeeting on co-workers. Now, I know it's shocking, right? Performing sexual acts in front of co-workers and skeeting. I believe it's skeeting on co-workers or it's skeeting on patients, but I think it's co-workers. Here we go.
A physician who had his license suspended. The suspension of Dr. David Diffenay stemmed from a complaint sent into the state medical board in July related to alleged inappropriate sexual contact in one of his medical offices. We sent in a Freedom of Information Act request to the Arkansas State Medical Board to get access to Diffenay's file. According to the investigator's report, Diffenay denied all of the claims listed in the complaint. Macy Davis joins us now, breaking down what we learned.
The board received the complaint on July 17th. It included multiple video files, and we do want to warn you the video is graphic. We have censored it due to the explicit content. Anyone who might be sensitive to this content may want to change the channel.
The video is explicit, but we've covered it up. I'm gonna let her say that there again. Like, why? They be talking to the American people or to other humans like we ain't seen what they's about to show us. That's what I don't be liking.
The board received the complaint on July 17th. It included multiple video files, and we do want to warn you the video is graphic. We have censored it.
We've censored it. The video is graphic, but we've censored it. So if y'all censored it, then the video shouldn't be graphic no more.
Due to the explicit content, anyone who might be sensitive to this content
Why would they be sensitive to some stuff that y'all have censored? I don't understand.
We want to change the channel.
According to board documents, this video was taken in 2019 Diffenay Family Practice in Blytheville. In it, Dr. David Diffenay can be seen walking around naked, including in the hallway between patient rooms. Another video clip sent in shows him in the receptionist area walking around 3 women and performing a sex act directly in front of one of the women.
Stop. These is 3 women. 1, 2, 3. This is his meat. This meat, woman. Ooh, y'all, hello, everybody, meat, woman. Meet all the women. I want y'all to just pay attention to what I've stopped on. These is the women. He's walking around naked. Yes, that's a sister. He's walking around naked. At this moment, y'all want, yes, and it's strange that this was 5 years ago and why it's just now coming up. It's just stupid. But, so none of these women know that he's naked? I want y'all to think about it. Run it back.
In the receptionist area, walking around 3 women and performing a sex act directly in front of one of the women. The clip ends with him ejaculating on her.
He skated on a co-worker.
According to the documents we received, not only did the woman work in Diffenay's office as a lab tech for another company, She was one of his patients. According to the person who sent the board the videos, this all happened during business hours.
They all must have liked it his meat. Can we just keep it 100? Not now one of them is shook. Nobody moved out the way. Nobody left out of there. No nothing.
They also claimed Diffenay used his, quote, position of power, sexual grooming, salary increases to groom employees and patients into repulsive acts.
He used his power, his position of power, sexual grooming, salary increases to groom employees and patients. All right, so the employees was groomed. What do you mean the employees was groomed? So he can do what he want to do as long as he paid them? Oh, so they were sex workers. Oh, my bad. They was whores. I'm talking about the employees. Go ahead.
Position of power, sexual grooming, salary increases to groom employees and patients into repulsive acts. At least one person agrees. Dr. Bradley Diner with the Arkansas Medical Foundation wrote, quote, the pervasive behavior leads to concerns about a sexual compulsive disorder of paraphilia, which may in fact cross boundaries with his delivery of medical care. And
paraphilia. And I was like, well, what the hell is paraphilia? Paraphilia, I had to go on and look it up. It's a condition characterized by abnormal sexual desires, typically involving extreme or dangerous activities. So that's what paraphilia is. Paraphilia. Got it.
Investigator with the Arkansas Department of Health interviewed Dr. Diffenay in September. According to the report from that interview, Dr. Diffenay was informed there were video clips of his actions. Dr. Diffenay said, quote, I don't know anything about that at all. I'd have to see those things to have any idea what you're talking about, end quote.
K8 News attempted to call Diffenay at his various offices for a comment. We also called his personal phone number and left a voicemail. We received no response. So,
hey, Willie, this is why I don't trust them hoes in the medical field. Listen, if y'all got them little lalas in the medical field, they hunching on the job. Do not get it twisted.
we went to his home to see if he would answer our questions.
Shout out to Jermaine for the $1 cash app. You say, how you groom grown ass women? It's crazy. It's difficult. I don't understand.
I'm gonna ring one more time.
But they educated. Go ahead. But my bad. We did look up what grooming was, and yeah, it can be.
We noticed a vehicle near his home at the time. No one came to the door. I also reached out to his cell phone through text after we stopped by, but we did not get a response back.
You say, Willie, he got his meat out and touching on the food. Yes, and that's cross-contamination, in case y'all don't know. That's cross-contamination.
This isn't the first time Diffenay has been investigated by the medical board. Earlier this year, someone complained about what Diffenay calls his naturist activities. In the January complaint, the board was informed that Diffenay was posting nude photos of himself on his social media accounts. The complainant included screenshots from Diffenay's Instagram account, Naked Dr. Dave. In his response to the board, Diffenay said he is a naturist, and his accounts were well known to the naturist community. He cited the practice as promoting acceptance and body positivity, adding, quote, we do not shame, sexualize, fear, or negatively stigmatize the naked body. He added that there was, quote, no crossover whatsoever with my professionalism while practicing medicine and my naturist activities, end quote. During its June meeting, the board chose not to take any action and decided to save the documentation as information only and add it to his file for future reference. Diffenay has also been investigated in the past for allegations surrounding illegally distributing pain medications. His Arkansas medical license was temporarily suspended in 2017 while the board investigated those claims of overprescribing. The board sent Diffenay a letter saying they found no evidence of a violation of the Arkansas Medical Practices Act and closed the investigation. In Missouri in 2011, Diffenay entered into a deferred prosecution agreement after he was investigated by the medical board and criminally charged for allegedly illegally distributing pain medications.
Don't care about none of that right there. Look here. I've been trying to I've been trying to find Naked Dr. Dave on Instagram. They done removed Naked Dr. Dave. I want to see what they talking about. Now, because he is a naturist, he say is natureless the new nudist? Ah, that's a good thing because that's a good question because I have been hearing them kind of not use the word nudist and started using the word naturist. So
criminal charges were dropped, and Diffenay agreed not to practice medicine in Missouri for 3 years. In 2013, the Missouri State Board of Registration for the Healing Arts closed the matter before the medical board and took no action.
On October 14th, the Arkansas State Medical Board suspended Diffenay's license related to the videos submitted in July. His hearing is set for December 6th. We will be there to provide further updates. In studio, Macy Davis, K8 News.
And this is just one that I really just want to show y'all to just really let the public or to let you people who be believing that who just be believing these women, who just truly be believing these women. Do y'all know that women typically do not file a sexual harassment claim and or some type of sexual assault claim if they like the man?
Area walking around 3 women and perform.
Typically, if they like the man, if they're having some type of interaction, any type of sexual interaction with the man, and or they may want to have sex with the man, they do not claim sexual harassment. How the hell do you walk around these 3 women bucket naked? That means that this is not the first time that he walked around these 3 women bucket naked. This is not the first time. You do not just become an exhibitionist overnight or a naturist overnight. You just don't do it. These women just sitting there with a naked man and he playing inside the pizza and shit. Why? Look.
Performing a sex act directly in front of one of the women.
He got his arms up to stretch and stuff like that so they can really see that meat. One of them allowed for him to ejaculate on her. I want y'all to understand that right there too.
The clip ends with him ejaculating on her.
In my mind, he has hunched and was hunching all 3 of these chicks. I ain't mad at them. Do you is your practice, pimp.
According to the documents we received,
they probably like, well, he groomed me into this because I can't find this type of pay. I have 2 children to take care of. I have 3 children and a husband to take care of. And I really need my job. I really love my job. And I just didn't want to lose my job. So you just allow a man to walk around you bucket naked, swinging meat, and ejaculating on you because you need that job. And we would, a lot of us would be like, oh, girl, I understand because you needed your job. We'll be just so slow and stupid. I understand because you needed your job, baby. You got kids and stuff, and I get it. Instead of it's showing the tape to some damn body, pressing charges and suing the shit out the good doctor, you can go ahead on and get paid. This is a lawsuit. But no.
Not only did the woman work in Diffenay's office as a lab tech for another company.
And then y'all got to understand, the patience, when I tell, he must be a little gigolo. Pimpin' must be a little gigolo out here in these streets. He was able to walk around his patients naked.
She was one of his patients. According to the person who sent the board the videos, this all happened during business hours.
All through business hours. Yep. His patience was okay with this.
They also claimed Diffenay used his, quote, position of power, sexual grooming, salary increases to groom employees and patients into repulsive acts.
Into repulsive. What does repulsive mean? Repulsive probably means something bad, right? Repulsive. What does that mean? Repulsive, arousing, intense distaste or disgust. so repulsive. So who classified his acts as repulsive? Did the media classify his acts as repulsive, or did his employees and or patients classify it as being repulsive? Because if it was repulsive, see, I'm trying to make a point. If it was repulsive, he would have been in jail. If the act was repulsive, he would be in jail, because repulsive, arousing intense distaste or disgust. So they would have been disgusted. If the employees and or the patients was disgusted at the acts that they saying that they was technically forced into doing, he would have been in prison, or at least in jail, right? So who came up with the with the labeling repulsive? I think it was the media. I don't think that it was the employees and or the patients. I don't think so. Nope. Right. We say, Willie, patients was paying to go see this. Exactly. He probably walking around with that meat more like, oh Jesus, I got a doctor's appointment. So listen, to all you players that's in that community and your little Lala was going to that doctor, I ain't even got to say it. If your little Lala was going to that doctor's office, if y'all just not coming on in, we also streaming live on twitch.tv.com, The Willie Williams Show. And we on xx.com, The Willie Williams Show. Man, I appreciate y'all for being around here. I hope y'all understood. If your little Lala was showing up and had like, oh boy, if she had multiple appointments. Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah. She love you though, cause she ain't let you find out. So she did. So she do love you, and she do respect you. She do respect you because you didn't find out by her. Well, she didn't slip to where you was able to find out. Yeah, I know. It's crazy, isn't it? It's really, really crazy. Okay, we're gonna do that right there later. I'm gonna hold on to that. We got to get the Hollandale out of here. Hollandale, we got to get the GoFundMe up out of here. Bam! Oh, all right, bam. Let's go on up here. I think this in New York. Oh, something like that. You say time to drop your little la. Got to be more careful. They was doing repulsive acts. They was groomed into repulsive acts. Yes. Nobody told on, buddy. That means you like it. These is not children. These is all adult women. So that means that y'all liked it. Yes. Willie blame the victims. Those ain't no victims to me. They victims to you. So sorry. Move right along. I ain't gonna eat much hold you. Remember that there was a dude who was doing like a lot of stabbing and shit. Hold on. I'm looking at something. You're trying to get me. Call the feds. Oh, I'm gonna say, but y'all call the feds, boy. They coming around here trying to swat me. Listen. Remember we talked about a dude who was out here stabbing people and shit? Just for no apparent reason? Well, we have a man accused of stabbing the three people in Manhattan. He appears before a judge, so we got him.
After this attack, now we can tell you that all three of those New Yorkers who were attacked in broad daylight in the morning, just starting their day, have all died. Take a look at this walk from the precinct. Police taking Raymond Rivera away in handcuffs. He said nothing as he's accused of murdering 3 random and innocent New Yorkers who were just going about their day. Pix 11 News also obtaining this video showing the suspect changing his outfit, putting on gloves, and pulling out a kitchen knife from a child's purple backpack.
Want to be in incognito, he switched up on him.
8:22 yesterday morning, police say the suspect repeatedly stabbed a 36-year-old construction worker in Chelsea at 19th and 10th Avenue.
You say, why is she dressed like a recycle bag? No, that's a him. That is a him. Oh, and we found out why they dress them up in like the recycle bags, because they need to use the clothing for the investigation, and they may not have any more clothes, so they put them in the suit so they can take them on to jail. Yeah.
Street video showing a horrified mother trying to push her baby to safety in a stroller after witnessing the murder. 2 hours later, across town near the East River, police say Rivera stabbed a 67-year-old man to death who was just fishing. And just before 11 a.m., police say the suspect was near the UN, where I'm standing now, where a 36-year-old woman was stabbed and died at the hospital. An Uber driver witnessing all of this, flagging people down, including police. The knife was recovered. Rivera has a history of mental health issues.
You wrote that right before they said that. You said, I don't want to hear ish about mental health. He know what he was doing. I'm glad that you said that. Listen. That right there just popped up on my screen probably like 3 seconds before or after you posted it.
The knife was recovered. Rivera has a history of mental health issues, an extensive criminal background spanning multiple states, and was currently homeless, living in a shelter near Bellevue Hospital, according to police. Mayor Adams saying the first question we all need to be asking is, why was Ramon Rivera free to be out on the street? Listen.
Say he ain't stabbed strong people.
It is a clear example of the criminal justice system, mental health system that continues to fail New Yorkers. And it is troubling that we're standing here today in a day that brings a great level of difficulty and pain to the city. 3 New Yorkers, unprovoked attacks that left us searching for answers on how something like this could happen.
So the mayor is blaming the system. So the system and law the system and the system and the police, they really don't work hand in hand. The system be letting the bitch off. You know what I'm saying? The police, they do their goddamn job. The system be the failing part. Go ahead.
The mayor also thanking the police officer once again for his swift action in jumping into danger's way.
Right.
We can also tell you that Rivera has actually confessed to all 3 murders and is now charged with 3 counts of first-degree murder.
Maybe he was trying to go to jail. You say, Willie, he stabbed a 39-year-old construction worker. To say that's not a strong person. Oh, I didn't know that it was a construction worker.
He goes before a judge, expected to at least later today. We're live on the east side of Manhattan. I'm Kelly Rama, Pix 11 News.
But that construction worker must want watching 12 to 3 is 6 and is 9. Must want paying attention. Just like in that other video, or maybe that was in New York too. I think that was the same, but that dude right there was black. In the other video, that dude right there was black, and he just walked up to somebody, he just gave it to a bit. You know what I'm saying? Because he wasn't watching his 12, his 3, his 6, and his 9. We got to pay attention to humans out here when y'all out and about. You say he got tired of paying that New York rent. Damn shame. Move right along. I ain't gonna eat much hold you. Okay, bam. I got some. I got some pretty good stuff. Hold on. Let me just, cause I don't want to jump y'all too far. That's for later. We can get him off the screen. I don't care about that right there, cause that right there ain't even much funny. Okay, Hold on. Hey, if y'all just not coming on in again, subscribe. I need some more support. We should be over 300 by now. We should be over like 350 or something here. We is over 300 with a thumbs up, but we should be over 390. We should be over 390 something. How the hell I get all this stuff? Okay. All right. So that's an update. So here, let's do the update. Let's go on down here to Florida. Here we just talked about little buddy, the 9-year-old. We just talked about the 9-year-old yet last night, who lost his life down in Florida City because he got shot by a random. And I was like pointing out to where a lot of people on Facebook was blaming the mother, and the mother was like, you know what, but I was at work, so how is y'all gonna blame me and all that stuff? And then I said, you have to blame the parent, and she was a single mother. So it is partially her fault. Willie, how could you say that? But she wasn't there. Just like with anything else that happens, if your house burned down and there's no adult around your children and the house burned down, you is at fault that your house burned down with your children in it without proper supervision. She said that she was at work. The child got shot at approximately 9:35 at night. And now they finna tell us where the child was standing at when the child got shot, where the child was standing, or where the child was actually at when the child got shot. Pay attention.
Crime Alert tonight, and the search for a shooter after a 9-year-old was killed by what police believe was a stray bullet in Florida City.
Loved ones remembering the young boy who was just playing when he was caught in a hail of gunfire. Local 10's Christian Villarosa is in Cutler Bay with this child tragedy.
I don't know why they're in Cutler Bay. Cutler Bay is not Florida City. That's an 11-mile difference. Y'all to understand. They in Cutler Bay. Cutler Bay used to be Cutler Ridge. Is part of Goose. All that fly stuff. That is 11 miles. Florida City is exit 1. Cutler Bay is exit 11. That's 11 miles.
Look on the faces of the children.
Hold on. Why are you in Cutler Bay?
The look on the faces of the children who witnessed this is so disheartening. The detective work is underway to track down the shooter or shooters behind this, but police need witnesses to come forward. Standing where their 9-year-old friend was shot and killed over the weekend.
Standing where he was shot and killed. It's on the back patio porch area. Right up in here. You see where they got all of the things? That's where he was shot at.
And still shaken by the trauma.
Came out there and flipped him over. We saw the gunshot wound, so.
Saturday.
Came out there and flipped him over, meaning he was outside. He was outside, mom at work.
Night around 9:30, Ontavia Scott, lovingly known as Tay-Tay, was sitting behind his apartment building off West Lucy Street and 9th Avenue. The place riddled with bullets. One of those gunshots taking his life. Detectives believe it may have been a stray bullet from a targeted shooting nearby.
So I don't care if it's a stray bullet, I don't care if it's intentional.
Florida City Commissioner Walter Thompson, who happens to be a relative of the child victim,
The commissioner is kinfolk.
pointing to all the other kids who were outside playing when the shots were fired.
Y'all to understand what was just said again now. Listen.
To all the other kids who were outside playing when the shots were fired.
All the other kids on a Saturday night at 9:35 at night. Where they parents at? Why they not inside of the home? I do understand that this is like an apartment community, and I do understand kids be outside in an apartment community. I get it.
How many other kids?
But then that's us failing as parents.
Police are still looking for who is to blame.
I don't got a message for them. All I could just say, they gonna get theirs.
Evans Rossi.
They gonna get theirs. All I can say is they gonna get theirs.
Pierre is Tay-Tay's god brother.
I was on the way home, and I got a text message. They say he got shot, and I ain't believe nobody. Till I got home, then they told me and he had died.
I'm glad you said that right there. Say straight bullet. He said the house was shot up. Oh, I'm gonna bag it up.
Every day I come to the park with my little siblings. He'll be already out here. You'll never catch him not want to play. He love to play. I love my little brother.
305-471-TIPS is the number to Crime Stoppers. If you call, you don't have to give your name, you don't have to give your contact information, you can remain anonymous. And we're reporting in Cutler Bay. I'm Christian De La Rosa.
Why is y'all not in Florida City? Let me bring it back to the bullets.
The place riddled with bullets. One of those.
It was riddled with bullets, and they say that it was a targeted attack on somebody. Seems like the attack was at his apartment. Huh? Because if it was riddled with bullets there, then that means, and listen, if we go down some, that's the porch. He was right there when he got shot, but it was riddled with bullets.
The place riddled with bullets. One of those gunshots taking his life. Detectives believe it may have been a stray bullet from a targeted shooting nearby.
So I don't care if it's a stray bullet, I don't care if it's intentional.
Florida City Commissioner Walter Thompson, who happens to be a relative of the child victim.
And all that I'm trying to say is if your children outside and you at work, it's partially your fault. It's partially your fault whatever happens to your child if you is not supervising your children. Yes, he is a commissioner. Yep. Sure enough, and that's his kinfolk. Ooh, so whoever did this shooting, boy, you finna go away forever.
Shooting nearby.
So I don't care if it's a straight bullet, I don't care if it's intentional.
Him. Oh, commissioner. Poor boy never had a chance. Listen. They say, Cutler Bay must be safer than Florida City. And yes, it is. Cutler Bay is safer than Florida City. Florida City did not used to be that bad. But as we heard last night, this is the 4th shooting in a week. Ever since they went to shutting down Scott's projects and damn it, I forgot the other one up there in the city, and they went to moving all them people from the city down south. Down south has just been crumbling. It's just been going to itch out here in these streets. Trying to tell you. And once the young boys went to getting just a little bit older and shit, they've been terrorizing. And all they believe in is shooting. Moving right along, I ain't gonna be much hold you. So lady, and like I said last night, ain't nobody else gonna tell you like I'm gonna tell you. You is partially to blame that your child got shot. You was working. You was not home with your child. I know what y'all thinking. Willie, you got to work. Yes, and if you have to work, you need to have an adult watching your children. That's just how it goes. And I do understand that we may have older siblings or younger siblings, but older than the 9-year-old that can watch the children. It's still partially your fault. That's just what it is. It's just what it is. Moving right along. Ain't gonna be much. Oh, I'm gonna let little buddy do this right here. I'm gonna do this and then I'm gonna jump into that one right there because that's a little bit longer. We have a player right here. We have a player right here that lost his doggone mind. We have a father who is accused of pistol whipping his son. Pistol whipping his infant son. A little bitty baby. Right? An infant is what? Damn it, I forgot what we had done said that an infant was. An infant. An infant is a very young child or a baby. Alright, a very young. So that's like they crawling and stuff like that right there, right? There's a young child. It's an under 2. Got it. And I be having to write this stuff down and put this here like on the chalkboard or something like that right there. But it's under 2. An infant is an under 2 thing. A father pistol whips his infant son and threatens his girlfriend. I want y'all to understand that they will take more serious him threatening the girlfriend than him pistol whipping the infant son. Here we go.
The allegations in the present case are extremely serious and deeply concerning. The defendant pistol whipped a 3-month-old infant, resulting in a laceration on the infant's head.
Ooh, 3-month-old. Oh, this is a 3-month-old.
A man is now facing a slew of charges after a domestic violence incident. Court records say 25-year-old Brian Ojeda Montufar pistol whipped his own 3-month-old son and then led police on a chase.
Good question. What did the infant do? What did the infant do? And I done told y'all, if your child ain't done learned, if you ain't taught your child how to survive by 2 months, damn, they ain't gonna make it.
Now, court documents say Ojeda Montufar's girlfriend knew she and her son were being kidnapped. She even believed that they were going to be killed because her boyfriend didn't want to go back to jail.
The mama knew that her and her son was being kidnapped. What? Hold on, you said that's a newborn. So 3 months is a newborn? A newborn is a baby in the first few weeks or months of life, usually up to 3 months. You right. That's a newborn. They done call it an infant. Oh, man, y'all doing too much. Listen, they say that she didn't know.
That
she knew.
Because her boyfriend didn't want a friend, knew she and her son were being kidnapped. She even believed that they were going to be killed because her boyfriend didn't want to go back to jail.
As Fox 13's Alejandra Guzman reports, she begged him to let them go, but he refused.
I called this matter into the record, State of Washington versus Brian Ojeda Montufar.
25-year-old Brian Ojeda Montufar walked in, scanning the courtroom, appearing to search for his family.
1 count of assault of a child in the 2nd degree, 1 count of assault in the 2nd degree, 1 count of kidnapping in the 1st degree.
Throughout the hearing, Ojeda Montufar appeared unconcerned with what was happening. He stood up, trying to leave a little too early, as his gaze focused on the gallery. He was unaware as officers pointed him to sit back down.
You said that this wasn't his son. They said her son. Got a point.
We have received the charging documents from the state. We would waive formal reading. We're under pleas of not guilty.
Court documents say the threat started early Saturday morning. When Ojeda Montufar started drinking, he allegedly pointed a gun at his girlfriend's face before pistol whipping their son in the head.
Oh, so now it's before pistol whipping their son.
Fearing for their safety, his girlfriend tried to leave, but he stopped them, saying, "I'm not going back to jail." Finally, he caved to take the baby to the hospital, but during the ride, Ojeda Montufar allegedly started threatening to kill them and began driving recklessly. Documents say his girlfriend was able to call 911 and hid her phone in the baby carrier. Dispatchers heard a woman screaming, "Let me out. I need to go to the hospital." When officers tracked down Ojeda Montufar near central Tacoma, he took off when he spotted the officers' marked cars. Officers tried 2 pit maneuvers. The second one was successful, and he was arrested.
This say, guess who didn't get pistol whipped and made it out unharmed? Yes, the good mother. They typically do.
Defendant's 9 cases with warrant activity. The state believes that unless high bail is placed in this case, the defendant poses a risk not only to himself but to the mother and the child that he threatened to kill.
That was Alejandra Guzman reporting. Ojeda Montufar is facing 8 charges. The judge sided with prosecutors holding him on a $300,000 bond. He's not allowed to have any contact with his girlfriend or their son, and is not allowed to own any guns.
He can't talk to the baby? He can't talk to the baby. What do you mean? That's his child. Yeah. He hit the baby with the pistol. And what's the difference in being pistol whipped and being whipped with a belt? Huh? Just asking. Back this here just a little bit. This what don't make no sense to me.
But he refused.
Hold on.
Kidnapped. She even believed police on a chase. Now, court documents say Ojeda Montufar's girlfriend knew she and her son were being kidnapped. She even believed that they were going to be killed because her boyfriend didn't want to go back to jail.
She knew that she was being kidnapped, and she believed that they was going to be say it again so I get it right.
Believed that they were going to be killed because her boyfriend
he didn't want to go back to jail. She knew she was being kidnapped, and she believed that they was going to be killed because he didn't want to go back to jail. You do know if you kidnap somebody and you kill them, you going to jail? So he kidnapped y'all and threatened to kill you because he didn't want to go back to jail. Unless he was going to kill himself. That's the only way that he wasn't going back to jail. I don't understand it, but I guess.
Want to go back to jail.
As Fox 13's Alejandra Guzman reports, she begged him to let them go, but he refused.
Let me go. So he didn't want to let them go so she can call the police and be like, okay. He threatening me and stuff like that right there. He should have released her, allowed her to call the police and make the damn complaint, and probably went down for about 30 days or something like that right there. Now he got no bond.
Into the record, State of Washington versus Brian Ojeda Montufar.
25-year-old Brian Ojeda Montufar walked in, scanning the courtroom, appearing to search for his family.
One count of assault of a child in the second degree.
If he had to search for his family wasn't there. He's looking in the box behind because family can come to court with you. If he was looking like that, maybe one person was there. Maybe his mama was back there. But family wasn't there. Because he's searching for family. From the time you walk into the court and you looking in that back box to see family, if it's a whole bunch of y'all, you gonna see family. You ain't got to be looking around and all that like shit. You don't.
One of assault in the second degree, one count of kidnapping in the first degree.
Throughout the hearing, Ojeda Montufar appeared unconcerned with what was happening. He stood up, trying to leave a little too early as his gaze focused on the gallery. He was unaware as officers pointed him to sit back down.
Your Honor, we have received the charging documents from the state. We would waive formal reading. We're under pleas of not guilty.
Court documents say the threat started early.
At that time, I provided a transport for somebody and her son to her apartment located at. Upon arrival, I asked to walk me through the day and how it led to the Walmart parking lot. V informed me this morning, somebody began to drink and put the tip of his handgun in her face to make her cry before pistol whipping their 3-year-old son. M on his head when somebody pistol whipped V. He began to cry hysterically, and V stated, I had a bad feeling that I needed to leave with my son for our safety. What's up? Say Walmart always a part of something. I'm trying to tell you something. Walmart is such like a big space. Like Walmart just have like a lot of acreages. Yeah, no. They got a lot of square footage out here in these streets, and we can be using that, and we the people be using that square footage to handle business out here in these doggone street. You ain't got to like it. You ain't got to care. No, you don't. How many of y'all think Bibles and prayers should be back in schools? How many of y'all think Bibles and prayers should be back in school? This is for you good people. Here we finna go to Oklahoma. We finna go to Oklahoma real quick. What is that? Say top Oklahoma educator says that teachers who won't teach the Bible could lose their jobs. Oh, no. Could lose their license. Not just their jobs. Their license. So without your license, you ain't no teacher. Hell, without a license, you is a paraprofessional. You're not a teacher if you're not certified. If you don't have the license, right? You finish school, you finish all your courses, the thing I was just talking about yesterday. But you had to take that little state test. You have to continue to take your state test, as we find out, like in Houston, they was paying somebody to take the state test to take their recertification test. Say Vacation Bible Schools. You say I'm Christian, but it shouldn't be forced. Okay, bam. You say the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. That's what's up. You say, well, teachers say goodbye to your license. You say most don't know the good book. That's a fact. That's a fact right there. I'll put it up on the screen real quick. I'm thinking that this is the governor is pushing this. Bibles to be in all other schools in Oklahoma. You must preach the Bible, and he's defending it. As far as saying that the Bible is history.
In Oklahoma means when students return to school in the fall.
Oh, the superintendent. The superintendent is not the governor. It's the superintendent.
Will have a Bible in their classroom. At least that's what State Superintendent Brian Walters promised Thursday in a memo to Oklahoma State schools, saying effective immediately, all districts must comply.
Every teacher, every classroom in the state will have a Bible in the classroom and will be teaching from the Bible.
The state attorney general's office questions the interpretation of the directive, saying there is no legal authority for a memo from the superintendent to require content, but that is not what the memo appears to do. But Walters doubles down.
They might need to look at it again, but it's pretty clear. It is required of all districts starting this year.
Reaction has been swift.
I wanted to be able to come here and thank Superintendent Walters.
While support for the move has been loud, so too has the backlash. Americans United for Separation of Church and State telling NBC News they're exploring options, saying in a statement, public schools are not Sunday schools. This is textbook Christian nationalism. Walters is abusing power of his public office to impose his religious beliefs on everyone else's children.
Is there any intention to basically create more Christians within the state of Oklahoma?
No, that's not the goal here of the of the act here. The goal is to have an accurate view of American history.
Walters also pushed back when asked if non-Christian students entering a classroom with Bibles will feel excluded.
We want all students to feel welcome in our schools. We want all kids to be successful in our schools. That being
He said everybody is not Christian, though. He said stop trying to push your belief on our kids, sir.
said, you don't change history because of your feelings.
That focus on history could also have an impact on the court, according to NBC legal analyst Angela Senadella.
I think that the historical intention behind it is definitely their strongest argument. I do think that it is a weak one, given the other parts of the test that the Supreme Court has administered in order to determine if there is a violation of the Establishment Clause.
The Establishment Clause, a part of the First Amendment that prevents the government from respecting an establishment of religion, also a topic of debate in Louisiana.
You say people interpret the Bible many different ways, though. That's a fact.
Where last week, Governor Jeff Landry signed a law requiring the Ten Commandments be displayed in all public school classrooms by 2025. Civil rights groups already suing to try to block it on behalf of multi-faith families, setting up legal showdowns over church and state that could end up in front of the Supreme Court.
Frankly, there's always been this tension between the two clauses of the First Amendment of free exercise of religion versus the Establishment Clause. And this court, because they seem more amenable to moving in favor of free exercise and a little more against the Establishment Clause, that battle is just ripe for this court today.
Now, we asked the Oklahoma State Superintendent what the punishment would be for teachers who refuse to follow the Bible requirements in the fall. Tom, he said they could face losing their teaching license.
Thanks for watching.
All right. Oh, I like what you wrote right there. You say none of the Bible happened in America, though. Ooh, that's tight. Ooh, that's a good one right there. That's a real good one right there, man. What y'all thinking? What y'all think out here? Say teach your child at home, period. Say separation of church and state. You ever wonder about that right there? I think people, they use they use the thing of separation of church and state when it don't benefit them, or when it benefits them. It's one or the other. But anyway, my point being with that right there is because of, especially with Democrats never throw up separation of church and state. Why they don't do that? Their politicians go to the churches. Churches is not supposed to persuade you and or tell you to vote for a candidate. It's supposed to be separated, right? Church and state supposed to be separated. If I'm not mistaken, that's what it's supposed to be. But they don't make that argument when it's time to run for office. They don't bring it up then when their favorite candidate is running for office. It says, so teach the Bible, but end it teacher civil law. Oh, yeah, they say, right, no one should, no one said anything to KK. They say, went the freaky boy Jamel Bryant church. I'm trying to tell you. They don't bring this shit up when they need the church to do something. Yeah. He said, Willie, why are lighter hues always fighting other lighter hues about being the better lighter hue? That's what's up. Say lighter hue on lighter hue crime, right? Yeah. You say, yeah, it can't hurt. You say, we just trying to get those kids to act right. Well, I will say this right here. Does the Bible have a lot to do with our history? Yes. In my opinion, the Bible is what got black folk in a submissive state, in my mind. The Bible is what kept black folks in a submissive state at times to where they should have not been submissive. In my opinion, the Bible has stopped black folks from fighting for their freedom. In my opinion. Some would say, hell, the Bible helped black folks fight for their freedom. I would say for the most part, black folks didn't fight for their freedom because they believed that there was a savior coming, that somebody was coming to save them. You say, Willie, so you approve of the slave Bible? I would say this right here. I would say that now the Bible will not have an effect on children the way that it had back in the day. To all of my Bible thumpers, to all the people who is believers, the one thing is that the one fight that y'all have as people of faith, and it's going to be hard for y'all to fight against, is, see, when y'all teaching the Bible, the kids can ask you questions and you all will answer it to y'all interpretation, to y'all's belief. A lot of y'all will not even allow your children to ask y'all questions. A lot of y'all, when your children ask you questions, you don't know the answer. A lot of y'all will lie about what the Bible is saying. So to all religious folk, y'all biggest competition is Google. See, the children nowadays are more realistic than we were when we was coming up. You have to prove some shit to people now. Even to the young folks, you have to prove some shit to people. You can say that is this, but when they see on the internet that is that, they gonna rock with that internet. Parents, you ain't got the answers. They go into the internet. They will believe the internet over you, especially if we lie. If we lie to the kids and they go to the internet to get the truth, they will stop believing in you. So, I don't believe that the Bible should be forced. Oh, no. And then if they use the Bible inside the schools, is the Bible is just going to be like in history class? if it's in the curriculum to speak about the Bible, you're gonna have to pull out parts of the Bible to speak out about. You can combine it with like some other historical facts. Because the Bible was used in a way to destroy people. The Bible was used in a way to shame people. The Bible was also used in a way to stop people from killing people. I would say shout out to all the believers that truly believe in their God and is not out here doing harmful stuff to other people. I don't think the Bible should be forced. I honestly don't think that the Bible should be taught to children before they can comprehend. I don't think that that's a good idea either. Or if you're going to teach the Bible, stop teaching it as a end all be all. Say the Bible is the longest running story to date. Then I also saw the superintendent get challenged. The superintendent is getting challenged on CNN. I was like, this should be interesting. He's actually finna be challenged by CNN, which you would think that they would be like, well, CNN is woke. CNN is woke, and there has been an attack on Christianity for a real long time. Now, a lot of people say that this country was built on Christianity. But it's also finna be said in here that the country was not built on Christianity. Here we go.
The federal government, President-elect Trump has repeatedly vowed to abolish the Department of Education. That call has been echoed by Oklahoma's top educator, State Superintendent of Public Instruction, Ryan Walters.
And then, that's a good point there. So which version of the Bible should we be teaching from and all that? See, it's a lot. Hey, which denomination is they gonna teach under? You know what I'm saying? It's just like too much going on.
Calling for Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy to close the department on, quote, day one. And in the wake of Trump's win, he announced the creation of a new Department of Religious Freedom and Patriotism in the state. Here's some of that announcement.
For too long in this country, we've seen the radical left attack individuals' religious liberty in our schools. We've also seen patriotism mocked and a hatred for this country pushed by woke teachers' unions. We will not tolerate that in any school in Oklahoma.
Walters is requiring that all public schools in the state show students that video, which includes him leading a prayer for President-elect Trump. It's a mandate that several districts have already said they are disregarding. And that pushback comes as Walters is already facing 2 lawsuits stemming from his earlier mandate that schools incorporate the Bible into lesson plans in grades 5 through 12.
In grades 5 through 12. 5 through 12. I don't think that they should be teaching the Bible, if they're going to teach the Bible, I would say until high school. Oh, no, they actually would have to catch the kids before high school because kids, they already hunching, and parts of the Bible is about people hunching. But go ahead.
Last week, he also announced
the things that you should do before you hunch. So, yeah, well, like some middle school stuff like that right there. I'm guessing will probably be like a good time to introduce it, but I don't know.
Purchase of 500 Bibles, which appear to be the Trump-endorsed God Bless the USA version for use in classrooms across the state.
So he's going to distribute the Trump Bible. This Bible. This is the Bible that he chose for the schools. This is the Bible. The Trump Bible.
Ryan Walters is joining us now. I really appreciate you coming on to have this important discussion. As you know, your state's Attorney General's office says you don't have the authority for this mandate to play that prayer video. So what authority do you have to mandate schools to show your prayer video where you also pray for President-elect Trump?
Look, I've continued to hear the gaslighting from the left, and frankly, even from this network, pushing lies about what's going on across America. President Trump has a clear mandate. He wants prayer back in school. He wants radical leftism out of the classroom, wants our kids to be patriotic, want parents back in charge with school choice. We're enacting upon that agenda here in Oklahoma. That's what our parents want. Every county in Oklahoma voted for President Trump. His agenda's
I didn't know that. Every county in Oklahoma voted for Trump? Wow.
Crystal clear, and we're going to enact it in the state of Oklahoma.
I'm not going to take the bait on what you said about gaslighting from this network on this. I'm asking you a specific question. Where is your authority specifically coming from? As you know, thousands of people, including parents who signed a petition to impeach you with more than 14,000 signatures at last check, say this is government overreach and you're taking control away from local parents, local school boards and parents over their kids.
Do y'all believe that he's taking authority over parents and local school boards? With this mandate, is he taking authority over these people? Shout out to Dale for the 199 super chat. Say, I love it. He say, this is popcorn season 4, the next 4 years. Bam.
What do you say to that, and where is your authority coming from to enforce this prayer video to be played in schools?
Where is your authority coming from for the prayer video? Because he prayed for Trump. She prayed for Trump. You supposed to pray for your leaders. That's in the Bible. But I think so. But I know so. But go ahead.
You know, I appreciate you pushing that left-wing narrative here, but here's the reality.
It's not a left-wing narrative. I'm literally talking about a petition that parents have signed that's gotten more than 14,000 signatures that have raised this issue.
It's not a left-wing thing, and she's correct. She's just asking the question.
Clear on religious liberty. The Constitution's crystal clear on religious liberty. I know the left doesn't want our kids to know anything about the role the Bible played in American history. They don't want any of our kids to know about the Constitution. Our religious liberties are protected, and the left has driven the Bible out of schools, driven prayer out of schools, and everything in education has gotten worse since. Before we had a federal Department of Education and we had the Bible and prayer in school, guess what? We were leading the free world. This was the greatest country in the world, and we have seen every statistic has gotten worse since the creation of the Federal Department of Education and the Supreme Court pulled the Bible and prayer out of schools. President Trump has won on this issue. He has a crystal clear mandate. It's what Americans want. It's what Oklahomans want. And so we're going to deliver on those on President Trump's promises here in Oklahoma.
All right. First of all, the Constitution.
He said that everything was better, especially like the schools, when they had the Bibles, prayers, and the Bibles in schools. I didn't know.
Is not crystal clear on that. It doesn't have God in it. There is this establishment clause in the First Amendment, which the Supreme Court has routinely said it requires the separation of church and state and public schools. There are many cases hold on, I'm speaking. There are many cases where the Supreme Court has routinely ruled on that. You went after woke teachers and the radical left in your announcement for attacking religious liberty, but your critics are saying that by requiring Bibles in every classroom and requiring this prayer video, you're trying to impose your religion on students in violation of the Establishment Clause. They say the Constitution, scholars say the Constitution is crystal clear on freedom of religion, not enforcing one religion, your religion, on students. What do you say?
Ooh, she got a good point right there. She got a good point right there. But he said we didn't have a Bible in school from K to 12. He said player is referring to the 1700s. Say, bye boy, that's a fact because I did not grow up with Bibles inside the school. I've never been to a school to where we had Bibles. I understand what he's saying as far as there was more of prayer in school. Because back when I was in elementary, we did pray in school. You know, but the Bible, it was not taught in school at all when I was in school. I went to public school. And it wasn't taught in school. So, but I would say the majority of people back when I was in school, the majority of people was God-fearing kids. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's what he's talking about when there was more like God in school to where we was in fear of a God. Maybe that's what he's talking about. He said, I went to a Catholic school. He said, all girls high school. And there was no Bibles either. Goddamn shame. Go ahead.
Look, CNN doesn't have to like it. Left-wing activists don't have to like it.
I'm just
But
talking
the
about
Bible
facts.
is
It's not
a
my opinion.
document. The Bible is a historical document. You can't rewrite history, okay? The reality is the Bible was what drove so many of the consequential events in American history. Why did the Pilgrims come to America? Why in the world did Abraham Lincoln mention God and God's providence in so many of his speeches? How do you explain Martin Luther King Jr.'s letter from a Birmingham jail where he goes through biblical examples if the left continues to censor the Bible from our history classes? Listen, the left doesn't have to like it. They can be offended by it, but we've got to teach history to our young people to make this country great again. President Trump has a clear mandate.
I think, all right. So basically the Bible should be taught as a as a part of history. Okay, fine. So that means that you should not be I don't even want to say forcing the Bible, but we have to speak on it as just historical text. We can point out some things that may be true from the Bible, but I don't think that you can teach that the Bible, that everything in the Bible is a fact, because then you're gonna have a problem dealing with these students. I'm trying to tell you, because they got this thing called Google, and everything in the Bible it cannot be verified. So if they're gonna teach the Bible, they better use certain parts to just reference the effect that it may have had on people in our history, and people probably did certain things due to what was said in the Bible. But if they're gonna try to teach it as, like I said, an end all be all, like this is what this is gonna be so hard. It's gonna be so hard to make these children nowadays believe in any Bible. If they wasn't raised on it, they just not gonna go. I'm sorry.
Kids have to understand what made America great in the first place. And obviously the Bible, the Constitution, the Declaration of Independence are indispensable in understanding the story of America.
I'm not saying that the Bible isn't an important part of understanding this. What I'm saying is your critics, including a lot of parents, are saying you're trying to enforce your religion, your specific religion, Christianity, onto students, not just by requiring Bibles in every classroom, but also by requiring this prayer video as well, where you also pray for Donald Trump. Just last week, this federal judge ruled it's unconstitutional for the Ten Commandments to be shown in the classroom. How is what you're trying to do different?
You say it's unconstitutional for the Ten Commandments to be shown in the classroom or posted at schools and stuff like that, and that's what the Supreme Court voted. So hell, we got to follow what the Supreme Court say. If it's unconstitutional, then you can't do it, right? Should the Ten Commandments be posted in schools? Now, I just want to say this right here. If this is a Christian nation, a lot of people may say, well, it wasn't built on Christianity, but the masses in this country were Christians. So this would be considered a Christian nation, even if some people say it wasn't built on Christianity. In other countries, see, we is too nice. We is too nice. In other countries, if I'm not mistaken, you have to learn Hebrew, right? Or you have to learn the Quran, right? In other countries, you have to learn their country's religion, period, point blank. And that's just it. There's like no argument over it. But over here in the great United States, we give people like just more options. Because there's so many religions now in the country, but this country was not based on everybody else's religion. We just have different rules.
Well, it's a radical federal judge way out of step with the American people and the Constitution. Here's the reality. We have the right to express our religious beliefs. We absolutely do. That doesn't stop at a schoolhouse. Well, I was crystal clear in there. We're not telling kids they have to pray, but we are telling kids they have the right to pray if they so choose. That is what the free expression of your...
Yes. Everybody has the right to pray if they want to right now without Bibles being forced inside of the schools. You can pray whenever you get ready. A lot of people believe, well, like with our Muslim brothers and sisters, you have to pray to the east and you got to get on down and get your prayer in. I got it. But Christians don't have to get down and pray. I can sit right here and be quiet and be praying. So no one is stopping children from praying in school. They say, Willie, make it simple. You can't and should not believe in text that refers to itself as a fact finder. Oh, they say you need references to confirm this. Science confirms other scientists' answers. There it is. Great point. Shout out to Dale for the $4.99 super chat. They say, watch when they stop paper money and go to all digital. You will be under control and controlled by them. Take it and give it as they please. Bam.
Religious beliefs means, and the left has driven that out of schools because of their hatred for Christianity and people of faith. President Trump has been clear.
I don't think that's fair to say that they hate people of Christianity or people of faith. The critics who are I'm specifically talking about those who have signed this impeachment form for you.
I understand that he has an argument. I hate when he's arguing and keeps saying people on the left and people hating this. That ain't what she asking you, pimp. You have a good argument, so just stick to your argument. Just keep pushing your argument, but you're not answering her questions. She's just pointing out about the people and what they is saying. And you keep saying to the far left. Damn the far left, answer the lady question.
Trump has been clear.
I don't think that's fair to say that they hate people of Christianity or people of faith. The critics who are I'm specifically talking about those who have signed this impeachment form.
Specifically talking about the people who is saying you is forcing your belief on their children. That's all she's saying.
For you, those school districts who aren't showing this, their concern is that it's coercive and that, look, you're talking about how important the Bible is in U.S. history and the founding of the country, but this was a country that was not founded on a specific religion, and that.
Shout out to T. Lee for the $2 super chat. He said he is not including all faiths though, and that's the thing. That is where people make the argument of we supposed to have this freedom of religion. But that's why I also said in this country, a lot of people say that it wasn't built on Christianity, but the population was largely Christians, right? So a lot of people still is under the belief that this is a Christian country. And in my mind, if you go to any other country, you have to deal with their faith. It don't say that you cannot deal with your own faith, but inside of education, it will be their faith will be taught. So I think that we should have the same doggone thing, but not really. I don't know.
If you are really, if it's important to talk about religious texts and how it weaves into the history of the U.S., then why not also include the Quran? Why not also include the Book of Mormon?
Because those things wasn't deeply in. It wasn't as deep as Christianity, I would say. But then again, what do I know? I wasn't back in them days. She may have a really, really good point. What's wrong with now? No, that's really a good argument. That's really a good argument. What about the rest of the religions? Kind of, sort of. I don't know. Because I'm thinking about it now, and you can't make that argument in other countries, though. Although them other countries is more Muslim countries, but they also had Christianity, too. They also had Mormons, too. But that argument would not work in other countries, though.
founded on a specific religion, and that if you are really, if it's important to talk about religious texts and how it weaves into the history of the U.S., then why not also include the Quran? Why not also include the Book of Mormon? Why not also include these other religious texts?
Well, let's talk about this for a second. Everyone who signed that list, everybody suing me, they're the same people that want genderqueer and flamer in the classroom under the guise of...
That's not necessarily true. You are painting everyone with a broad brush.
And he did not answer her question. I don't like when people do that.
I know the litigants in the case. The ACLU sued me on both. Southern Poverty Law Center. The reality is these people want radical gender pornography in the classroom, but they don't want the Bible.
They would say the Bible has pornography and incest and rape. So what do you say to that?
You think the Bible's on the same plane as gender?
I'm not saying.
Oh, whoa, pimp. She said something fly. He said they don't have religious freedom in Muslim countries. You right about that right there. We have religious freedoms in the great United States of America. So that's why it makes his argument real hard. Especially if it's said, if it's found to be true that this country was not founded on Christianity. Makes the argument real hard. But I like this little argument. Hold on.
Gender pornography in the class.
Hold on. I like her question though. That was a good question.
Include the Book of Mormon. Why not also include...
Why aren't these other religions included if we're going to talk about the history?
These other religious texts.
Well, let's talk about this for a second. Everyone who signed that list, everybody suing me, they're the same people that want genderqueer and flamer in the classroom under the guise of...
That's not necessarily true. You are painting everyone with a broad brush.
I know the litigants in the case. The ACLU sued me on both. Southern Poverty Law Center. The reality is these people want radical gender pornography in the classroom, but they don't want the Bible.
They would say the Bible has pornography and incest and rape. So what do you...
They will say the Bible has pornography, incest, and rape. So what do you say about that?
You say to that?
You think the Bible's on the same plane as gender?
I'm not saying that.
You think the Bible is on the same plane, but the Bible is supposed to be the end all, the be all. I'm just saying, she made a good point there, and he said, you can't compare the Bible to... Well, actually, you can. Because the Bible has all of that in it.
That's not what I'm saying.
And that's laughable. The Bible's the most read book in American history. And
whether it's the most read book or not, it's still, you can't get away from it. It has all the things that she just said in it.
Doesn't want our kids to know anything about it. They don't want the kids to understand that it played a huge role in American history. That is academic malpractice. We have to get back to teaching American exceptionalism, American values, where those things came from. That's just history. And the left doesn't have to...
Well, then I went, and a whole bunch of us went through all of our years of school, and we didn't get Bible teachings in school.
I'm answering my question about these other religious texts. If that is your reason, if you were like, I want our students to learn about the founding of this country, and the Bible played a big role in that, then why not include other religious texts that also throughout history played a role, such as I pointed out, the Book of Mormon, such as, the Quran.
Sure, look, in a world history class, you can absolutely talk about those, but let's be clear, in America...
You say, but you can absolutely talk about that in world history. Good answer. Finally answered. That's a great answer. Man. You say they accepted gender teachings, but not Jesus Christ. That's a good point. That's like his argument right there. That right there is his argument, which is a great argument.
In history, the Bible played a unique role in shaping this history. And you said no religion. Thomas Jefferson said our rights came from God. And again, look, maybe we all need to go back and study some of this, especially on CNN, to understand the...
Thomas Jefferson rejected part of Christian doctrine. Thomas Jefferson promoted freedom of religion. One of his top 3 accomplishments on his gravestone is promoting a law in Virginia for the freedom of religion. So if you want, and then John Adams, would you say that John Adams is a key founder of the United States? Do you think he is? Okay.
Absolutely.
John Adams signed a treaty in 1797 saying the government of the United States of America is not in any sense founded on the Christian religion.
Ooh, John Adams said that? I didn't know that John Adams said that it wasn't founded on Christian religion.
Look, I'm not. Listen.
Now we've got to get you in an Oklahoma history class because the next line is.
Well, then let's talk about Oklahoma history because Oklahoma is 40.
Oh, wait. I like what he was finna do. She pointed out a sentence and saying what a person said, and she stopped. She didn't say what he said after that, which he was going to say it.
Okay.
Absolutely. Talked about
John Adams signed a treaty in 1797 saying the government of the United States of America is not in any sense founded on the Christian religion. So, look, I'm not. Listen.
Now we've got to get you in an Oklahoma history class because the next line is.
Well, then let's talk about Oklahoma history because Oklahoma.
Damn, I couldn't hear what he was trying to say. And this is good when you're making your argument and you know your history. It's good when you know when you're making an argument, you know your history. And that's one thing I don't like when people point out, well, this right here was said, but then something right after that speaks against or for the thing that was just said, and you don't say it.
Oklahoma is 48th in the country when it comes to education. It's ranked 48th in the country.
49th.
Your critics say the money that you're spending on
It's 49th in the country. This is today as wrong.
the Bible, I'm putting Bibles in every classroom. You've asked for $6 million. Should be spent in other ways to better educate the students because they're very worried about where Oklahoma is ranked in the education system.
So, Oklahoma is ranked 49th in the country. She said that it's 48. So it said spend $6 billion or $6 million on Bibles in the classroom. I have a question. How does that better educate the students if they rank number 49th in the nation on education? That means that you're not just failing in history classes. You failing in everything.
What do you say to that?
Hey, we are in the middle of a turnaround here because we are following President Trump's agenda. This is the agenda for the entire country. We have school choice. We have merit pay. We are rejecting this left-wing ideology in the classroom. We are promoting American exceptionalism. And look, we are pressing students forward to see academic outcomes improve. We've seen record improvement. Record numbers of schools are improving here in Oklahoma. That's what you're going to see for the whole country under President Trump. And again, you continue to see critics, yeah, they act like I'm controversial because I'm creating change in a status quo system that has failed kids and failed parents for decades. President Trump
But
is
they would say, well,
absolutely...
then, if you're turning it around, the millions of dollars should be spent on other ways to educate the children. But let me just...
I am in agreement with her, though. I'm really in agreement with her. So we're going to spend $6 million on Bibles. And the children is failing across the board. It's a difference if they were just failing like a history or something. So maybe the $6 million will help with like the Bibles, but I still wouldn't think so. But maybe, you know what I'm saying? Like, what we got to find better ways to educate the kids.
Ask you one last question. As I pointed out in this segment, the books you bought from what you raised in your Twitter handle, I just saw a link to that, was the Trump endorsed Bible. That's $60 a pop.
Okay.
There are many Bibles available that are less than half of that. Why are you using the Trump endorsed Bible? What do you say to critics who argue this is clear-cut political pandering right here?
What I would tell critics is we're going to teach American history in Oklahoma. So that includes the Bible, the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, and Bill of Rights. They are all included in this Bible that we've purchased. The Bible will be back in every Oklahoma classroom. President Trump is bringing...
Why the Trump Bible, though? Why not a cheaper Bible where you could save a lot of money in taxpayer dollars?
I just told you.
Well, he did just tell her, but because all the Constitution and the Bill of Rights is in this Bible. He just gave an answer. But I think that they about to run out of time.
All of those documents are in this Bible that we purchased for our kids so that they could understand the full context of the founding documents.
Yeah. So they can understand the full context of the founding documents. But his problem, and if they would have had a little bit more time, because that is the end, if he would have had just a little bit more time, she could have made an argument of, well, in the classrooms, the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence should already be inside of your history classes, so you shouldn't have to buy that Bible because it has it in there. Those two things should already be taught inside of the school. The only thing that you really need is a Bible now if you want Bibles in the classroom, and damn it, you could have got Bibles for like $3 or something like that right there. supposed to the $60. So the people are saying like this is some political pandering, and I would agree. Although I love having my Bible, but that is political pandering, because you don't have to have that Bible. Those other things should already be taught in the schoolhouse. Just saying. Shout out to Jay for the $2 super chat. He said, damn, you still on, Willie? He say here's $2 for the overtime play. I appreciate that right there. Oh, I wasn't paying attention to the time. Y'all give yourself a pat on the back. Y'all done made it to the end of the midday news out here in these doggone streets. Listen to all my believers. Shout out to all of my believers. I just want to say something, partially what I had to say earlier. I don't think the Bible is not going to work anymore. If you do not catch them while they children, the Bible ain't going to work no more. We got the internet. We have the internet. Trying to help. And me personally, again, I don't think this Bible should be taught to people who have not developed common sense and comprehension. I really don't believe it. But you can do what you want to do, because those is y'all churn. I'm just saying why teach certain things if a human cannot comprehend what is being taught? And I'm not saying that your 5-year-old, they can't comprehend. But it's some things that your 5-year-old can't comprehend. And a lot of them things is in that Bible that they can't comprehend. Players, prostate cancer awareness right here at the Willie Williams Show. So it's just a finger. So your prostate don't work, your meat don't work. Mess around and lose your little la-la, and or your life is your choice. You make the call. Your body, your baby. Your body, your baby. Your body, your booty. I am just here to help. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. You say the founding fathers did think the Bible should be in schools. I think they did too. Which is crazy, because back when I was coming up, we didn't have Bibles. And look how we turned out. Yes, and most people don't have the fear of God. In my opinion, most people do not have that fear of God like in my mind, most people had the fear of God 40 years ago. I just truly don't think so. And I don't even think having the fear in God is a healthy thing anyway. But if it works for you, then it works for you. You know, this is what it is. If it help you not hurt people, keep your belief. Keep doing what you need to do. He say, believe in the white man with blue eyes that rob you blind every Sunday. That's what's up. He say, schools don't have textbooks and kids and adults can't read. There it is. Huh? Reading scores is low as hell out here in these doggone streets. Just saying. Maybe we need to focus on teaching the children how to read and comprehend. Maybe we need to be doing that a hell of a lot in schools. Just in my mind. Y'all please follow a player on the Willie Williams Show 3 channel, so y'all can watch standalone videos that we put up from Monday through Friday. I appreciate y'all. Y'all finna go on and get on up out of here, man. I had a good time, and I hope that y'all enjoyed. Excuse me. Say, so do you want the Bible or gay books in class? I would say neither one. I would say neither one. Nope. I think we just need to teach kids to read and comprehend and know how to count. A good reader and a good counter, you could pretty much make it. Sadiq can read the Bible and your eyes will be open. That's what's up. He say, now you talking about what God made. That's what's up. Listen, I appreciate y'all for rocking, y'all. I got to go ahead on and get on up out of here. Whoa. You say, why does it always go to gay shit to counter a Bible argument? That's a good question. Listen, y'all have a good one. Y'all stay safe out here. I'm out of here, man.